Just give a thumbs up if we are live.
Yes, we are live now.
Yeah. So very good evening to our guest, honorable guest, Miss Anni ma'am, Miss Akriti ma'am, and all our YouTube audience, our teachers, our parents, our students, and all our collaborators, partners, and the STEMpedia, the whole team. And here, like we have organized this session, the webinar session to have the valuable point of views from our experts. So I would like to welcome our guest speakers at Talk with the Expert. So this Talk with the Expert is a webinar series in which each week industry experts will be invited to share their expertise on a topic related to the field of education, AI, and coding. The webinar series is a part of Codeavour 2022 International, this year's biggest international AI and coding competition for kids that encourages them to channel their inner innovator and come up with creative solution to real world problems by making AI projects with pictoblocks. We would like to invite you all to be a part of this fruitful session on the topic Girls in STEM and Coding, the Forthcoming Future, where we will be having our three panelists from two different zones with us. So this Codeavour competition is the biggest competition, as I've already mentioned. This is the biggest online AI and robotics competition hosted at international level for the students underage group 7 to 18 years old, where students come together to prepare the innovative projects at PictoBlock's application, popularly known as the best application to code AI with the esteemed purpose to make the world a better place, making a future generation more sensitive towards the sustainable development goals. They get an opportunity to explore the exciting world of AI, coding, and robotics with interactive activities and projects to develop critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. That is the four C's of the 21st century skills. This is why this Codeavour 2022 or any series, any edition of the Codeavour is extremely popular in all around the globe. Now, I would like to thank our sponsors, our partners, and collaborators. I'll take a minute to thank them. So, for that, request Rupa to share the slide of the organizers, which will be the like you have to go to the previous slide, Rupa.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes. So here we have our organizers and collaborators with us. So our title sponsor is Motwani Jadeja Foundation. This competition is hosted by STEMpedia and Art Park, AI and Robotics Technology Park. Our education sponsor here is AWS, Coding and AI Education Sponsor. We have some of our community partners as well here. So we have Niti Aayog, Atal Innovation Mission, Tata Class Edge, American India Foundation, and SRF Foundation. We have our education partners as well in this, that is the Coding and Robotics Education in the School Scheme, which is PMUDT, Government of Goa. And then we have Adani Foundation with us as an education partner. Next slide, please. So this like organizers are not restricted towards towards the one globe, towards the one area. We have our co-host as well from different zones of the globe. So here we have Epix as a country partner from Egypt. Then we have Robotana is the country partner from Jordan. Then we have co-host IoT Kids as a country partner from Iraq. Then we have AI Zazaria Robotics, who is the country partner again from the Algeria. Then we have EduStream and MIT School Dubai, who is the co-host from UAE. So these all are the organizers of Codeavour 2022. And now I would like you all to take you through the most crucial session, which is the next 30-minute session with our experts. So I would like to introduce you with our panelist, Ms. Utami Anita, who is the program manager at Prestasi Junior Indonesia. Ms. Anni Kumar, who is the HOD CSC at Vikas Bharati Public School, and Ms. Akriti Dwivedi, who is the program officer at SRF Foundation. So, currently, we don't have Ms. Utami currently with us. She'll be joining shortly. I would like to request Ms. Anni ma'am to introduce herself. I would like to have your brief introduction, and along with that I would like to hear about the work which Vikas Bharati Public School is doing, and what all are the contribution towards the STEM coding and AI your students have. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot, Shruti. So being a HOD computer science, you can understand that now with the advent of so much of tech into the schools, it is like very difficult, and not only difficult, it is our responsibility to shape the future generation. Now we have to train them so that they are capable to solve all the problems that we have not even dreamt of. Now it is like you have to train them to analyze, do critical thinking, do collaboration. So these all are the different skills that they need to have. And for that, I feel that Robotex, AI, these all things are very important skills that we need to, these kids, they need to have. So thinking that, I think around 7 to 8 years back, I had started this with the help of my school management. We had started this robotics in our school, and we started building the robots where children were given some task to build. After building the robots, they were able to solve that to perform that task, and then solve any problem, and real world problem were solved. And now after that, simultaneously, slowly, and we came to know about ATL. So now when the ATL came into our school, then with this ATL lab, are now developing so many beautiful projects, and real world problems are there. So Codeavour, I think it is the third session. My whole school is actually participating, and I think more than 1,000 students are actually participating every year. And they even the kids of grade 2, they are participating, and they are making small projects on PictoBlock, and the senior ones, they are integrating with the hardware devices, and then they are developing good projects. Like it is like this platform is again a very beautiful platform, because you are it looks like scratch. Now what happens, the junior ones, they can develop like stories and animations, and the senior ones, they are integrating it with hardware devices and then developing the project. This is the beautiful part of this platform. So now AI also, now they can do voice speech to text analysis, object recognition, image recognition. These all types of projects they could very easily develop. Now being an open platform, the kids are now in my school. Now every day I could see children are developing. Today also, I could see that there are so many students, they are sitting in the labs and they are developing. Now it is not, you don't need even someone to train them. Now this platform is so simple that they are able to solve it, and they are able to create beautiful projects. So it is actually helping them to analyze the real world problems and solve them, and accordingly develop good projects. So it is no doubt it is helping us to shape the future generation of the country, and not only they are able to solve today's problem, as well as they are able to solve the future problems. So being an ATL in charge and HOD computer science, we are doing whatever we could do in our school.
Great, ma'am. Great, ma'am. It's a very nice feeling to hear about whatever the work your students and as an HOD, how you are promoting this coding and AI to the kids. It's I would like to appreciate your whole work, ma'am, which you are currently doing. And I totally believe that this is literally difficult to enable these kind of skills to the students. As an HOD, it's a higher responsibility, and it's again parallelly a difficult task as well. And the work which you have already shared with us, it's totally unbreakable, and totally we should and we are literally appreciating it. Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. We hope to get so many laurels this time also in Codeavour.
Of course, ma'am, of course we will. This is
And I
all
would
our
also
efforts.
like to inform you that we have so many girls also. I always appreciate girls if they participate in this, because what happens, girls, if they are good into coding, they are actually not only shaping themselves, but they are shaping the whole family. This is some skill that is helping them to analyze critically, and I think something it is very important. And now what happens, generally girls are left behind. So in our school, we are generally trying to incorporate. So every competition we try to have in a group, we try to have equal participation from the girls as well as boys. We are not demarcating that, okay, only the boys needs to participate, only soldering could be done by the boys. No, girls could also do it. We
Great,
think in
ma'am.
that
Great.
manner. Okay.
Yeah. So of course, girls should go parallel. Like now, the time has came up that like girls are going beyond to like in every field. So why not in AI coding things as well? So yeah, it's a great thing, and really congratulations to you and your team, ma'am, for facilitating these kind of skills and enabling these skills to the students' mindset and their education. I would like to welcome again Ms. Utami ma'am here at our the webinar, which is the talk with expert. And I would like to again welcome you. Like we have already discussed about you when you were not here, but again, I would like to introduce you as our panelist, as our third panelist, who is the program manager at Prestasi Junior Indonesia. I would like to welcome you, ma'am, and I would like to hear about your work, your introduction briefly, if you could give, and sort of work which you are doing in the field of STEM, AI, and coding. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm so sorry that I'm joining late. This is it's just happening that I'm traveling at the moment. So also I'm sorry if my connections could be hopefully it's not really disrupted. But hello to everyone. Nice to see you. Everybody's online here. So yes, this is I believe this will talking about girls on STEM. So that's one of the reasons, perhaps the speakers all about the women, great women here. Thank you. And congratulations to all of you. As mentioned, we are part of Junior Achievement actually. Junior Achievement is a non-profit organizations, work for educations. And while from the beginning, our core pillar is financial literacies and entrepreneurship as well as work readiness. But however, along the way, as everybody's might also heard that STEM education is becoming something that's crucial and need to be delivered, need to be more broader, carry out to students, for example. So we started from like 2 years ago. Perhaps that's not our quite expertise, but we're learning by doing. Thus we are working with other partners such as Stepedias and other partners as well, because we see that this is something that we need to start looking at, put it into our vision missions for the future, because digitalizations and especially working in STEM fields is as we also feel that we are pushed by the situations couple of like 3 years ago, where everybody have to be digitalized. Somehow we are pushed to using digital. So that's the thing that we see that it's gonna be even more requests or demands in the future. So this is what we would like to see. Okay, and at the moment, yes, we are focusing on girls or women's or students for girls specifically, because we see that especially for Indonesia, but could be for other countries as well in Asia Pacific or APEC. The educations in general might be equal, but education in terms of STEM, I don't know how, mostly boys who enter those classes, but then not sure what happened, but I think many like articles saying that they don't have confidence enough. The girls don't have confidence enough to learn about this, or maybe there's some stereotype like men can do better or boys can do better, that's the thing that we need to we need to break that stereotype. We need to make sure that even girls have the same opportunities. I'm saying that, okay, men could have more volume in their brain, but doesn't mean they're smarter. The opportunities should be equal. The opportunities should be equal, because the way we see it, that when our students learning about STEM, it's not just gaining a skills of coding or AI or programming, but they also learn how to become like a critical thinker, a problem solver, there is a soft skill where they can apply, or they should be able to apply it in any field that they are in the future. The practice problem solving is something that they need to gain, in advance and since the beginning. And that's how we see that can have it, that they can, gain from learning, coding, programming, AI, or things like, how they need learn to think like using computational thinkings, how they would be able to see a problems, complex problems, and understand, what is the goal and how this problem could be breaking down into small part, easy completion. That's the thing that we see. The kids also learning from the coding or AI. So yeah, we are very supportive in this, and we would like to open opportunity as much as we can and gather sponsorship, because we are a non-profit. So would like to, like many parties, including governments, if that possible, corporate, if they would like to focusing more on, like coding or programming educations, because this is how one of the way that we can do as our part here to open more opportunities. And if that's possible, provide a free learning for these beneficiaries, because one of the reasons that I also know in general why most of these kids cannot or unable to learn about coding, because most of them say this is too expensive because they have to purchase some devices, or even they have to subscribe some applications, that thing. So in our case, in our organization, we would like to put hand in hand with other partners and provide this opportunity, this learning, these educations free if possible, or as cheap as possible, so then everybody can have this, especially girls can have the same opportunities. So yeah, I think that's all I can
Thank
say.
you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for the for everything, whatever you have shared, the work which you have doing. And of course, the picking point was, of course, we have to break the stereotypes which are there in this particular field, which is STEM, AI, and coding. And of course, I must say that there is a awareness which is existing now, and the COVID is something which teaches us a lot. And everyone, like the government, the agencies, the different competitions, Codeavour like competitions is something which is the eye opener for these kind of fields to the parents, students, educators as well. So I think, and I am just hoping that yes, we will be breaking these stereotypes, and our YouTube audience and our viewers will be having definitely will be having some great takeaways, which will be the eye opener for them after this particular discussion. I would like to welcome Ms. Akriti from the SRF Foundation. Ma'am, please, if you could share the detailed work, like the brief introduction about yourself and the work which you are doing at SRF Foundation in the area of STEM, coding, and AI.
Thank you, Shruti. So basically, myself, I'm Akriti Dwivedi. I'm working at a SRF Foundation as a program officer, and I'm handling a project of 50 schools, 50 government schools, where we are implementing a Tinker Coding program. So this is partnered with Capgemini, fully funded and supported by Capgemini. And working closely with government schools, we understand that what is the scenario based out of how the girls are getting the opportunities, and how because the government school students are most deprived of the major development areas and the innovations that are happening around the world. They are very less aware and deprived of these kind of innovations and everything. So coming and dealing with these students, and because our project aligns with implementing the STEM, tinkering, and coding skills in the government schools. So we really implement these whole project in a holistic way, that all the girls, all the students, everybody get equal opportunity to take every kind of skills that they could build upon and work upon, and then further implement those skills in the future, whatever job opportunities or careers they want to go ahead with. So this is basically a very comprehensive effort for all the students, so that everybody gets an opportunity in this sector, because the STEM education, the coding and the tinkering part is the major areas where students can learn and not only just develop their skills in overall career perspective, but also in critical thinking, design thinking, the daily decision making. Everywhere it helps enhancing all the skills that they are learning from these skills. So definitely we are going into like supporting all the girls towards this program, and Codeavour has also given us an opportunity to make the competition has given the opportunity for the students to participate and showcase their skills, and overall learn new technology which is AI based, the picto blocks. So with that, students are again and again participating and learning, developing new prototypes every day, and coming up with solutions that we are sharing. So yeah, that's all about. Shruti, I think you're on mute.
You are muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. So thank you so much, Ms. Akriti ma'am, for sharing the detailed work which SRF is doing in the area of STEM and coding in government schools pan India. And of course, there is a difference which is there, but competitions like Codeavour and the other skills which we are implementing in the schools and in the like educators' mindset, parents' mindset, children's mindset, it will definitely impacting and enhancing this particular field, which is the coming future for our kids, for our upcoming generation. So I hope that we will be taking this further to some great extent, and students and teachers, educators definitely will have a different mindset after hearing like all of your views on this particular topic. So we will be starting our discussion on girls in STEM and coding, the forthcoming future, which is the today's webinar topic. And my first question to all of you, I would like to know all, like I would like to know your all thoughts on the question. That is, the first question is, closing the gender gap in STEM is vital to building a more just, inclusive, and sustainable future. So, how much do you agree with this statement, and what's your comment on this? So, anybody can take like this question. Miss Anni ma'am, I would like to hear your thought on this.
Surely there is a gender gap, and we always think that boys are a little better doing the STEM, and means it is like a mindset in everyone that boys are better. They would do, these are the few tasks that they should be given. But what I have found, that if girls are given equal opportunity and they are little bit supported, then that gender gap actually is decreased, and we are able to, and see what happens, that it is us who are actually building that mindset in the girls, even that these things are not for you. You better do something else. You go for dance, you go for some drawing and painting, and these tasks are, the boys, they are better, they would do it. But what I could see, that girls could also build very beautiful robots. So it is like it is us who actually need to change our mindset. When we are able to change our mindset, then only we'll pass on the same thing to the younger generation, and even the girls whom we are teaching. Or because if we as a human being, we are not certain to some thing that okay, this is actually correct, we can ask them to do it, then we can allow them to do. But if we as a human being, we think that this is something that needs to be done by the boys and this needs to be done by the girls, then surely we are not going to uplift the girls, and they won't be good builders. Like we never think of a girl who is going to build cars, now who is going to become an automobile engineer. We never think it, because we always think that okay, these are the things that could be done very easily by the boys, so better they should go into this profession. So we are going to change our mindset, then girls could also do wonders, and they are doing wonders now. They are able to fly the fighter jet. They can do anything. So it is like we have to, first of all, we have to change our mindset. Then only this gender gap can be decreased.
Absolutely, absolutely, ma'am. Totally aligning with your thought. And of course, like now girls has set some example that they have proven this particular thing, and they have proven that there was a stereotype remains, and now they are proving themselves towards this particular field. And yeah, so I would like to hear your thought also, Miss Utami ma'am, on the same.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I do agree with Miss Anni Kumar that we need to close this gender gap, because as Ma'am Annie mentions that there's no difference actually between boys and girls, as long as we provide the same opportunity. So one of the factors we think, one of the way this could be a good options way, where we specifically have only girls. This is what we are working last year as well. We call it Girls Tech Day or Girls Exploring STEM things, which we only focusing on girls. So there's only girls in class, just to avoid those stereotype thinkings. Because once we put a boy there, we were afraid that the other girl will say that, oh, okay, he might be better than me because he's a boy. So that's the reason why, okay, there's only girls, not boy allowed. So this focusing on girls, and where there we teach them about the STEMs and digitals, coding and everything. So since in the classroom it's only girl, they'll think that competing between in the same gender between amongst their arms. So they could like give their best, because there's no obstacle, there's no overthinking of saying that I would be that good if he was here, if there's a boy here. So when I think there's only girls, so we are all the same, so that's how we encourage them, that's how we motivate them. So okay, you all can do better, you all can do the same. So that's one of the way how we need to close that gender gap. Because again, why there's a gender gap? Because there's an obstacles that faced by women of those stereotyping, of those mindset things that I couldn't be that good as him, which is the one that we need to break down. You know, as long as we have the same opportunity, as long as we have the same chances, so I think a woman or girls could also equal.
Absolutely, absolutely, Miss Utami ma'am. I'm totally agreeing on this point. If so, the main point is here that if we are talking about the innovation, if we are talking about the like upcoming future, which is totally based on the area of AI, coding, and these 21st century skills. So these all are the things which are totally aligning on the base, which is the creativity, like the four C's, which I have already talked about. And I think that particular creativity term or those creativeness is literally living with the girls and with the boys as well, but it is there with the girls like in a different way. And if that creativity is there, then it can, like, girls can do anything which they want to. Like innovation should be there with this particular term, which is the creativity. So without creativity, nothing can be done in the area of innovation. So if the girls are having that kind of skills, so I don't think so ki they should get back like get themselves like a back position in comparison to the boys or in comparison to the males. They are creative and they should explore as much as they can. So Miss Akriti ma'am, I would like to hear your thought as well on this side. Yeah.
Thank you, Shruti. So, like as both of the speakers have pointed that yes, closing the gender gap is very vital for all the for all of us to have a sustainable future ahead. Why? Because like every profession, if the girl is there, there is also a build up in the financial areas. We can balance the family well. And also that if like when how the gender gaps forms basically from the early childhood, we are being influenced by our people around us and everywhere, that this thing, okay, the guys should be encouraged to do this and the girls should be encouraged to do this. So that is the basic the foundation that we build in the girl's mindset, that carries along throughout her lifestyle, and the decisions that she makes in her lifestyle are according to those foundations that she has got in her early childhood. So that matters a lot. So as Anni ma'am has told, that it is our responsibility that we change that mindset and break that stereotype, and start encouraging like not differentiating that this is a profession that is only restricted for boys, and this is a profession that only restricted for girls, or this is a kind of areas that guys are expertise or girls are not. So this not term and the restriction should open up, and students and girls students should be encouraged more in areas which are open for them. And moving, like these kind of gender gaps can also literally narrow the pay scale gap. Now what we see here currently in our corporate culture or wherever we go, the pay scale gap of the women is a slight lesser what we see in because of the less participation of women. So if more participation and equal number ratio will be there, I think the responsibility and the recognition will be more, and ultimately it will help them financially as well. So that was my point of view. Handing over back. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. That is the great point to focus upon, Ms. Akriti ma'am. That yes, so if both the genders earn equally, so there will be a holistically improvement or kind of the development for not even as the individual, as the family, as the society, and as the country as well. So if both the genders grows equally, there is a parallelly growth of the country as well, and the globe will also improve. So yes, it is there. So Anni ma'am, my next question is to you is like, why is it important to instill this STEM and coding mindset among the girls? Like, yeah.
See, coding is basically, it is actually a sequence of steps. Now, for coding, it simply means that you are given a result and you need to reach to that result. Now, it is not that only boys should be taught this thing. Girls are also doing coding every day in their daily life. Like, for example, when you are making a cup of tea, you are actually following a sequence of steps. When you are following a sequence of steps, that means the girls are also doing coding. So we just need to tell them that you are actually doing coding in your day-to-day life. We need to help them that understand that when you are doing coding for preparing any of the recipe, the mothers who are preparing the food, it is actually a coding. You cannot follow the steps or you cannot reverse the steps. Like for example, if something has to be made first, you are actually going to make. The vegetables are to be cut first, you will be cutting it first. You cannot cook the vegetable and then cut them. So there is a certain sequence of steps that you are actually following for doing all the tasks in your day-to-day life. For example, when you're washing your clothes. So again, there also you are actually following some sequence. So girls are actually doing coding. We just need to tell them that you are doing coding in your day-to-day life. And now you are going to use it in your computing also. So this only we need to help them out.
What a great example you have just showcased, Miss Anni ma'am, as per your experience. And yes, like girls are literally doing coding in their daily life. It's just they haven't felt it that they are literally a coder. They are comparison to the IT. They are in the comparison with the IT coders, but they are not aware of that. Whatever the skills they have, that is also a coding skills which they are following.
Yes, our grandmothers, our four grandmothers, they were also coders. We just need to simply tell them that all the girls are actually coders. They know what is the sequence. Now, for example, when they are making this woolens, now when they are making their sweaters, there are also some patterns they are drawing. They are making some patterns. So when you are building a pattern, it is actually coding. So these all things they were doing it. Now simply we are going to twist it little bit so that we are able to perform, we are able to solve a problem that is existing in the society. When they are able to, girls, when they are able to solve a problem that is prevalent in their home, so but naturally they can solve any problem that is prevalent in the society.
Absolutely, absolutely. Even they are shouting on our YouTube comments as well, louder. So yeah, this is the long, like huge cheers to the girls that they have got a great spirit with the like words which you have just spoken. Thank you so much, Anni ma'am. I would like to hear your thought as well, Miss Utami ma'am, on this.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with Ma'am Anni, of course. Well, again, this is one thing that we need to make sure that these students or girls should understand that, coding is not necessarily have doing with your computer, with all of those, block or everything. But as Ms. Anni mentions also, the daily activity that they doing is actually when they put it into steps that are coding. Yes, there is. And I believe that once they have these skills, once they have this, soft skill, how they will be able to solve problems from small problems into more complex, more bigger problems, and they will carry out this, skills and this ability along the way when they coming, more matures in the futures with bigger problem that they have in life. But when they know that they have learned how to, solve this by using the coding, and interpret codings where there's problems, how they put it into small pieces and, making it into steps, and then so they can solve it. But I also would like to continue what Ms. Akriti mentions, that we believe by encouraging them, to be able to learn coding, or let's say put it as STEM as the future, STEM industry in the futures, it will become like a prospect for them, in terms of economic prospects. What I'm saying is, income and economic prospect will be much more increased, and their bargaining positions as a woman could be also higher. That's, we would like to encourage them to, you will have more brighter future when you are starting to focusing or starting to put your interest in STEM, starting from learning the coding, the basic, problem solving, design thinking. That's the thing that they like to, so that they have more confidence in the future for themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. Totally aligning with your thought, ma'am. Akriti, ma'am, you would like to add anything to it?
Yes, yes. So very rightly said by both the speakers that the girls, that whatever they are learning, the every day they are learning, and they are all women are coders basically. So they just don't realize that, and there is only a loss of perspective that we build up, that this is the area of the area that you have to work upon, and then that's why we are limited to that area. If we apply that perspective to all the sectors, we can definitely master it and own it, like we can. So adding one, that this point, because why it is important to have coding and STEM, because women understand women better. We understand our problems better than men do. It is already stated everywhere. The men don't understand women better, but women do understand each other's problems better. They understand what areas of the regular, even the menstruation cycles, and every what areas of the family issues and everything we go through. There are certain problems and boundaries available. So in that, we are the ones who can develop solutions for that. So for that, if we are master in the STEM, in the coding part, we can develop solutions to these areas drastically, and we can solve each other's problems, support each other better, and strive for a better future, again with all the overall, comparing to men and the overall society. So that is also very important, that we learn coding, we learn the STEM education, and inbuilt those skills in ourselves, that we are able to solve our own problems really well, and understand the community problems and solve them. So yeah.
Very rightly said Miss Akriti ma'am. So yes, coders, as Miss Anni ma'am already stated, that women's are women's are having this ingrown coding skills, and yes, as you have already stated, Miss Akriti ma'am, that they are the problem solver as well. They are having a lot of problems in their daily life, in their society. Wherever they goes, they face the problem. I am not stating that I am currently a feminist and I'm supporting the girls for this particular thing. Men are having the different problems, but comparatively, women are facing daily life problems a lot, and they are coming up with the different societal solutions as well. So if they are able to solve their daily life problems, their daily life situations as well, so why not the coding solutions as well? They have the critical thinking skills as well, which is inbuilt. So thank you so much, ma'am, Ms. Utami ma'am, Ms. Akriti ma'am, and Ms. Anni ma'am, for sharing your point of views, which is totally inspiring for our girls students. Now, Ms. Utami ma'am, my next question is to you is that, as the participation of the girls in STEM and coding remains a challenge in India and the worldwide, what is the current scenario to empower those girls and women by ensuring that they are given equal opportunities to pursue their career goals in the field of STEM and coding learning? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I think this have to be working from various stakeholders. We cannot, do it by ourselves. This is something that, the work of various stakeholders to remove the obstacle faced by women, or girls, or women. For example, perhaps governments also could take a role in providing more space and more good regulations in the business. For example, in STEM business in the future, STEM industries, how this could be supporting the involvement of women. You know, in particular area, usually there is a decrease of a woman who take in part in a STEM industry because the policies, the regulation in the industry is still, as I mentioned, it's not woman friendly. Sometimes they request, you know, this woman to be able to work like for 24 hours, because when there are some issues with technology, they have to be able to call, they have to be able to come even at midnight, which is their stop. There's something that perhaps this woman cannot do, of course, because we also have our own what you call it, needs, difference in terms of the, you know, physically, biologically, we are different. Perhaps that also need to, you know, work out in terms of those regulations and policies, because otherwise, as I have mentioned earlier, it might be women's or girls in taking the educations is almost equal, but when they came into world of work, they feel like, no, I can't do this, and then they choose another field to do it, which is, this could be one of the reasons there's a gender gap in it. So this is a collaboration. This is a work of various stakeholders. Not just when amongst of it could be providing STEM scholarship, as I also mentioned, because not every girls or every kids were able to learn about it, about the STEM's educations, wider employment opportunities, which industry could also think, you know, not just this. Well, they could request the skill have to be equal with the men, but in some part, they need to understand that there is a woman, a specific that unable to do it. It doesn't mean their skill, their ability is lower, but they have to understand, you know, we have differences, which we need to be treated special, unquote unquote, not special in terms of, but you know, just to show that the opportunity is still there, but perhaps you know, they need to have the like a small you know, flexibilities when dealing with a woman, for in particular.
Of course, of course. And this is something which one need to understand, that, ma'am, totally rightly stated by you, that yes, there is a gender gap, and we have some, you know, as a woman, as a girl, they have some different kind of restrictions in terms of biological system, in terms of their, of course, the working hours. But for this particular thing, the society, or the, like, the society which is the men's society, has to be, you know, somewhat you know, they have to understand the situation, they have to understand the women in the different perspective. They have to give the equal opportunities as well, if they want their society girls or their society women, you know, to have those kind of, you know, achievements in these areas. They have to give the different opportunities based on the situations. Totally agreed, ma'am. Miss Akriti, ma'am, you would like to add anything to it?
Yes. So basically, the students, the girls students who are participating in various, you know, challenges in various programs, that needs to be increased, and that can only, you know, first increased by even the government has been, you know, implementing so many schemes. They are taking out schemes under although awareness program should be created for the students, so that they are empowered and aware about such schemes are available. Like I would give example of gender advancement for transforming institutions. Gati is one of the pilot project by government of India. So where they encourage the government girls, women scientists, and scale up the academic administration in this sector. So here governments are encouraging women to pursue their scientific studies and STEM education as their career, and participate in these programs. Similarly, like programs such what we are implementing, that tinker coding program, in that girls are encouraged and given like Codeavour and other challenges what come up in the government schools and in the areas of academic areas. The girls are given the opportunity and they are explored, and they are explored to such areas, and that's why their participation is increased in that way, and they are able to showcase what they have in them. So that is how we can make their participation and make their involvement more in the overall sectors where we are see.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing the different opportunities what the government is giving to girls. And this should be there in every area, not with the government, even the private industries worldwide. They should have given the equal opportunities to girls. Ma'am, anything, Anni ma'am, you would like to add?
Yes, actually what I had seen that like in ATL marathon also, if the team comprises of all the girls, so they are being selected and they are appreciated and certificates. Even I think in Codeavour, you people are having a special award for the girls. So these type of opportunities actually encourage girls to give more participation in the competitions, and they are actually prone to do coding. Now they get excited if some special type of certification or awards are there for these kids, for girl child, then but naturally they would be excited to participate, and more participation would be there.
Of course. Yeah. So in Codeavour also we are giving the girls a student a different opportunity to compete, and hopefully we'll be getting the more number of girls, and maybe they'll be be at a equal number as many as boys we have in this competition. So let's see how long it goes. So ma'am, Anni ma'am, my next question to you is, like, many people believe that men possess more intelligence in technological fields than women. So, and this belief is reinforced in the minds of boys and girls since the beginning. But studies have shown that this is a misconception. And what is the process to be followed to discourage this belief, according to you?
It is not only like we say that you must have seen when the girls, they are born, and when they are start doing maths is a subject that your technical ability is being checked from there. And girls generally, they say that I am not good at maths. Boys are good. My friend or my brother is very good, but I am not good into math. But this is not exactly correct, because it might be that the girls are not supported properly to solve those questions. So whatever the skills are actually required to solve those, skills are not being given properly to the girls, or maybe the girls are not given so much of support. If as a society, or as a parent, or as a teacher, if we are as an educator, if we are going to support the girls, because it might be possible that they are doing their household activities, or they are helping their mothers. So they are getting less time to impart to their education. Because of that, they are not able to invest so much of time for this type of skills. And boys, maybe they are getting more time. They are being given special tutors, and these all facilities generally parents get for the boys and might not be for the girls, because as a whole, all parents, they do a difference between girl child and a male child. So this is like this, if girls are supported and if they are also helped to solve those things and to solve those problems, I hope the girls can also do coding, and they can also learn those skills. It is only that we need to support them a little bit. Even boys are not good into coding. It is like, it is a misconception, actually a misconception. I have seen so many boys. I have a long teaching experience of more than 18 years, and I have found that boys are also not doing good in coding, and girls are doing wonders over there. So it is like boys are also, it is only that we are supporting, either it is a boy or a girl, we need to just simply support and help them to understand the skill, because it is something little different from our day-to-day life. If we are going to help them, if we are going to support them, then surely either if it is a boy or a girl, that hardly matters. Everyone can learn coding.
Rightly mentioned, ma'am. Very rightly mentioned. And this, your words are the, kind of the example settler for the parents, who are doing literally different kind of the support to their girls, and whoever parents who are watching us and who are literally listening to your thoughts, they should implement if they are not implementing it, because these girls, their girls are having these kind of skills inbuilt. It's just that we have to support in the like in the area of if they require any any different tuitions, coding related tuitions, or any kind of competition which they want to participate in any area where they require a support, they have to provide that support, special support. Yes. Miss Akriti ma'am, you would like to add anything to it?
Yes. So, as ma'am said, that regarding boys and girls, how even the boys are given, the critical thinking is developed more when they are going out for outdoor activities. They are, already enhancing their skills, the mathematical skills, while playing some activity, while doing some, outdoor activities. Somehow their critical thinking and their analytical skills are developed already. So that is encouraging them to perform better in the mathematics or the analytical thinking areas. So that's why people believe, they directly declare that this is because they are just better out of it. But the reason behind that is because they are explored to more things. When a girl is even the girl, where they are explored to more things and more kinds of areas, they might also go better than a boy. So but the number is less, that's why we don't count for it. So that's why it's the perspective that we build up all together, and we inbuilt this mindset in all the people that are there in the society.
Of course, of course. And I hope all the people who are listening to us or who are watching to us, like, to have just kind of, they should have observed this particular thing, this particular thought, and in their daily life, and they should change if they have this existing thought that like girls can't do this. So yes, they have to remove this particular thought, because it isn't the right thought which they are pursuing. The thing is, they need to support their girls in the area, and they are creative, they are very good at 4Cs. They just have to, parents, educators just have to have that confidence. And if they are having these kind of a stereotypes, so they have to change it. Miss Utami ma'am, you would like to add anything to it?
Yeah, I think this is back to this stereotype as we have talking earlier, because there's a study called implicit associations. People may not be aware of the fact that they have these associations. They may be, so usually men are giving more opportunities and evaluating men's performance more positively without realizing what they are doing. For example, like when we put a sample of pictures of scientists in a room, in a class, there's only Einstein. Why don't we try to put another pictures of girls, of women, good as a science as well? I don't know, just put aside also Marie Curie, Ada Lovelace, because, even when we ask, people, or when we ask someone, in a quick time, what do you think? Who is the best scientist? They will say men, because perhaps women's scientists, women's in STEM are not, quite publicly yet. So the things that perhaps we can start it from that, just to make sure, we need to break it down, those barrier that things that only men can do this, while as Miss Annie mentions, the woman can do it as well. We are the same. We are able to do it. It might be in some particular cases, boys could do better as in class in certain area, but girls could also do better in other areas. So that's the thing that we need to push them and motivate them more.
Of course. And rightly mentioned, ma'am, by all of you, our speakers, like you all have rightly mentioned. And I hope this this all takeaway, literally motivate our educators, our students, and our teachers. So yeah, our parents as well. So I would like to ask my next question to you, Ms. Akriti ma'am. What can we do to increase girls' representation in STEM and coding fields, which encourage, and what we can do to encourage them to go for these kind of subjects?
Like coming to this question, I would go like back to zero, where we start, enhancing and developing the skills that we want to make the girls learn. So first is we have to remove the gender biases in the learning materials that we provide to the, students in the basic curriculum that we are giving. In that curriculum, like materials are portraying male examples of professionals such as engineers, scientists, and women are less, portrayed there. Like a small example I would like to give, that we all know who is the missile man of India, which is APJ Abdul Kalam. But we don't know who is a missile woman of the India. She's also there, and she's also like not much awareness is created about this thing. But so these kind of male portrays are also somehow they are the males are going into that okay, yes, males are already doing it, so they don't it's not a big deal for them. But for a woman, it's a big deal if they are doing cracking a code or cracking some good examples. So not making it a deal of something which is that they can do. They can definitely do it, and we can make it normal for them. And if we can frame it in an early age only, we can frame it in such a way that they are inspired by when a teacher is the teacher is playing the major role in that case, an educator is playing a major role in that case, because they are saying that my teacher told me to do that, then I could do that. Like usually students are in this mindset that using if the parent or teacher saw something in them, then they are able to do it. When we listen to some TED talks or some women stories, they are usually telling this statement that because my mother believed in me, or my teacher told me to that I could do this, that's why I came into this sector and I could do that. So also making them believe that yes, you are capable and you can definitely do it. There is no buy thing into that no, there is a question not there into that. So this is a way on strategy that we could follow for the girls, that you can be a role model for them and make them encourage in these sectors.
Greatly mentioned, Ms. Akriti ma'am. So yes, the belief is something which due to these kind of patriarchy which is existing in the society, due to this man holding society, women and our girls are having somewhere they are lacking with their confidence. And for that, for getting back their confidence, the man society or their parents, even the women of their family, so they have to support the girls. They have to believe on their girls that yes, she can do it. Yeah, educators also should believe that yes, my girl student can also do this. So these kind of mindset and this the belief which you talked about, that should be there anyhow, to, increase the representation, of course, in these kind of areas? Miss Anni, ma'am, anything you would like to add?
Yes, surely. See, what happens that when we start teaching coding now, it is like we have to start with small steps. Like I generally think that if we start with the unplugged activities like board games and all, and if girls are also trained how to do this, like chess, generally you won't see girls playing those chess games. So if we are training them to play these such type of games, then but naturally they would love coding also when they grow up. So these board games or any other such type of games, if we are training them from when they are too young, now it is very good saying that we catch them hold when they are young. So if they are young, that time if we are going to catch them hold, but naturally they would grow up to become a very good coder or someone who is able to solve any social problem or social issue.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this comes from their, from their parents, from the society which they are lived in. Anything, Utami ma'am, you would like to add?
Yeah, well, both Ms. Akriti and Ms. Anni have mentioned a complete, what's actually we need to do. Basically, just provide more opportunities, provide more space, more events, workshops, or anything that's related with girls. But one thing that I would like to line it just to make sure that, again, just to reduce this mindset of boys can better, if that possible, more events, more workshop or everything, but just focusing on girls, focusing on women, so then they whenever they are in the same room, they know that there is not, want to call it, obstacle to reach the goal, because there's no additional boy. This is not to differentiate, but just to make sure that this is also important. I mean, having this experience when we also provide training to teachers, when we combine them, when we group them with a men's teachers, turn out that the woman teachers or female teachers feel like, okay, just leave it to him. Okay, he can do better. So that's the thing that, we need to, we need to push them. So what we can do, perhaps, like, again, this is from our experience, just set aside, put the males in the different rooms and put the females in one room together, so then they don't have those mindset, those obstacles. So that's the thing that also maybe in practical, one way we can do it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And yes, it will again the increase the representation which you talked about. After having the particular mindset, they'll absolutely represent these kind of skills in next level. So we are on the conclusion that yes, girl can do anything which they want to by having the creative skills in the field of innovation, in the field of 21st century skills, and they can innovate anything with the help of this coding and AI. And we are expecting a huge participation. They are already doing in the Codeavour 2022 as well. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, ma'am. We will again get back with the YouTube questions as well. We have some questions for all of you. So we'll take this further in the next particular segment. So I would like to share some of the Codeavour introduction, and I would like you all to take a glimpse of Codeavour 2021 and what this year we will be going to do. So I would like to request Ms. Rupa, please share the screen. Thank you so much, Rupa. Yeah, next slide, please. Yes, thank you so much. So yeah, so we have already talked about what is this Codeavour and how these students are participating from the globe. So this is the international level competition, and which is hosted by the Stempedia and our collaborators and partners with we have this in a program to do the innovative projects with PictoBlocks, the best platform which is to code and AI. And this particular competition does having the aim to develop an interest in the area of coding, artificial intelligence, and robotics. And this particular platform, which is the PictoBlocks, does have so much areas which to offers in these areas. And of course, as I've already talked about, that this thing is does develop the 4 C's, which is the creativity, collaboration, communication, and critical thinking of the 21st century skills. And these all are the skills. Apart from this, it also developed the problem solving and the innovation mindset among the students. And this became is something which is the upcoming the solutions as well. So students are creating the they are a problem solver, and they are creating a different solutions, also innovative solutions, with the help of this particular competition. Next slide, please. So I would like you all to take the Codeavour 2021 glimpse, the previous edition, what we have done. Yes. I would like to request Ms. Rupa to please play the video of Codeavour 2021, which will ultimately gives you the glimpse of the last year competition.
Yes. 1 second.
Sure. No problem. I think I can play this video. Just give me a moment. Yeah. Let me know if the sound is audible to all of you. The sound is audible, Ms. Rupa?
No, ma'am. No, it's not audible.
I think you have to share, Ms. Rupa, please.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. 1 second. Just give me 1 minute. I hope my screen is visible.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's visible. I think, yeah.
Okay, let me play.
Yeah.
Codeavour is competitive,
fun experience, challenge,
amazing,
innovative,
challenging. It's really awesome,
interesting,
It was amazing experience.
incredible opportunity,
beautiful competition that I can learn new things,
unimaginably and enjoyable.
learn me very things about artificial intelligence and machine learning.
It's really good to learn something new.
This competition gave me a very good opportunity to showcase my coding interest.
That is my great experience and great learning participating in this.
Codeavour is fantastic competition.
Excellent.
It's a wonderful competition.
Challenging.
Easily learn programming platform. Really.
I have
in the evening. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdurrahman.
Hello everyone, my name is Samditi.
So our project has decided to ensure his safety on roads and will notify his family, police and the ambulance. The ambulance arrive immediately.
I am Sana.
Let's start. It's food. It's metal. It's plastic.
Hi. I'm Lee. Hi everyone, my name is Vihan.
Changes on Earth is now added. Please show your book into the camera. Set crew is now added.
Please concentrate on driving. Wake up! Please concentrate on driving. Hello, my name is Abdurrahman.
Good. Bad.
Hello, I am Ang. Hello, I'm Ik.
I'm Rose Heavy.
I'm Abdullah Ken.
And I'm Jod Akkad.
Hello, I am Ganesh.
Alexa,
Hi, how I can help you?
open the window.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Hala Abara. My leg is broken. This is the result. It is obvious that broken. Hello, my name is Amira.
Mike,
Yes,
tell me the time.
16 hour 39 minutes.
My name is Madina Chopare.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rupa. You can again reshare the presentation. So as you have already seen that what we have reached in last year, and this year it's even going greater than that in terms of the reach, in terms of the numbers, in terms of the number of the students, number of the girl students, number of the countries. We have reached a next level for sure. And yes, we will talk about the Codeavour 2022. Yeah. So the age group we have already talked about, that it's 7 to 18 years old. All the students can participate, either boys or girls. Next slide, please. So Codeavour 2021 impact is already being showcased, that 69,525 teams has been raised, 1 lakh plus students teams participated. We got 607 schools. We have reached 68 plus countries. We have received the community partners, 15 community partners in numbers, and we got 80 winners from 16 countries. Next slide, please. So we have already talked about our organizers and collaborators. I would like to again give my heartfelt thanks to all the organizers and collaborators who came up with us to organize such a next level competition, which is the even bigger competition, international competition in the area of coding and AI. Next slide, please. So we have some contest guidelines. We are targeting currently the 5 themes under this competition, which is the save environment, strengthen the health infrastructure, revolutionize the agriculture, automate the surroundings, and make smart transportation system, which are the 5 sustainable development goals, which we are currently targeting as a themes. Next slide, please. So as I have already talked about the age groups, and team size is 1 to 2 students per team, which we are targeting. Next slide. So what students can make, this is literally important for all the students and educators. So students can make anything, hardware based project they can make. They can, they can innovate anything in terms of the storytelling. They can create the games. They can even make the AI and ML projects, which is the artificial intelligence and machine learning based projects with the help of this pictoblocks. Next slide, please. So the timeline is literally important. We are very close to the timeline. I would like to again give my the follow-up kind of thing to all the educators, students. Please register before 10th of February, because 10th of February is like you have already registered. I may assume it like 10th of February is the last submission date, which you have to take in your mind. And you have to submit your project before 10th of February, and winners will be announced on 28th of February, which we are currently targeting. Next slide, please. So this competition is even going to the national level events. So in India, we will be organizing in Bangalore, and in UAE, we are targeting Dubai, and in Egypt, we will be organizing Luxor. So there we will be having the national level event. So stay tuned for more location and event updates. Next. So here currently in terms of awards and prizes, so we'll be having different area of prizes for the winner, first runner-up, second runner-up will be there. Then for girls, we have projected the special award, which is Girl in STEM Award. Then there will be a Best AI and ML Project Award as well. Next slide, please. So these all are and there will be a lot of cash prizes as well, like 60 cash prizes and a worth like $20,000. And there will be a Best Teacher Coordinator Award as well. Then there will be People's Choice Award, Out of the Box Idea Award, and Consolation Prize as well. So why to participate? I think we have already talked about a lot, like why to participate. Here also in the discussion, we have discussed why to participate in these kind of competition, or why to use pictoblogs. It will, explore. It is a platform to explore any of the thing which you can think of. So it will give you the learning resources. There will be doubt solving sessions are already going on in Codeavour. Then we have this kind of expert webinars, which currently we are doing. Then there will be exciting prizes. So why not to participate this kind of competition? Then there will be upgraded skill in coding AI and robotics, which is the free learning resources also you have. And you can explore coding AI and robotics at next level with the help of this competition. There will be a free online courses as well, which you can explore, which is the Introduction to Programming and Introduction to Python. So our expected reach is even, better and even larger in comparison to the next year. So currently we are targeting 300 million plus students, and we are targeting 1,000 plus schools, and we are targeting 1 lakh plus teams and 90 plus countries. Thank you so much for hearing about the Codeavour 2022. If you do have any query, please reach out to us at codeavour@thestempedia.com. And we have the website where we are giving the updates, which is the Codeavour related, that is codeavour.org. So if you do have any query, please reach out to us. Thank you so much, Ms. Rupa, for presenting it. So I will not take much of the time from the speakers. I would like to just put some of the few questions related to the takeaways. If you could just provide your thought on the same. So just a moment. So I would like to hear from any one of you, like how this Codeavour 2022 AI competition encourage girls to participate and to learn the STEM and coding skills. If Akriti ma'am, you could answer it. Yes.
Sure. So definitely Codeavour can be a great platform for these girls and for all the students to, showcase their best skills and develop the skills that are required that can be helpful for them in future. And this is just the beginning, and they can climb mountains with it, with just, the of various technologies the ahead that are going to be in future that they're going to face. This can be a great example for them. This can be a great reference for them in future while they're solving the real world problems in the society. And this is, overall full package that one student must, go through, and they should develop their basic coding skills and basic the programming skills that is developed through this program. The regular one which we go through, gets kind of boring, and the interactive part is which is making more participation and more students are encouraged into it. So definitely thumbs up to the STEMpedia that you are doing great. You're getting out with these initiatives and giving us also the opportunity that we are making it in a collaborative manner. We are implementing it and getting the best result out of it. So yeah, that's all I would like to say.
Thank you so much, Ms. Akriti ma'am. Very rightly mentioned, without competitiveness, I think there is no analysis of the output in the mindset of the girls, even the boys. So yeah, my next question is to Utami ma'am. Like, what advice would you give to the young girls out there who are seeking their future under the area of STEM and coding, and how bright their future is?
Yeah, sure. As we have mentioned that when there is opportunity will open for everybody, so including the girls, a woman. So this is one thing that you need to step forward. This is one thing that when there is a chance, this is one thing that you have to grab. Otherwise, we'll be left behind. And because as the world is growing, digitalization is growing, so we need to put ourselves, between, or we need to put ourselves in it to be able to move forward with everybody's, with all of, where the worlds are going. So, and I believe, such as with what the STEMpedia are doing with the Codeavour and many opportunities for a woman, for young girls there. So this is something, once you have this opportunity in your face, in your eyes, in front of you, just grab it. You do the maximum you can do. I mean, use the opportunity as to the maximum you can do. So otherwise, again, they might be not coming to you twice. So once you have this opportunity, just grab it and use it, maximize it.
Thank you for a great motivation, Ms. Utami ma'am. I would like to hear from Anni ma'am as well.
See, actually what happens, the world is changing, and now what is happening now, the jobs that are prevalent nowadays so the society may not be available for these kids when they grow up. So it's better that they should grab that those skills that would be required in the future, because nowadays everything has come into tech, and that AI and ML and these type of skills are actually required by everyone. Now, it is not only boys they should need. Though girls should also, if they want to be empowered and they want that they should be financially independent, they should also have these skills. So to get these skills, but naturally they need to learn these skills. And no doubt Codeavour has provided a very good platform. I could see that whole LMS is being given to the kids, and once they are learning, doing the courses through the LMS, as well as so many sessions are being conducted, because it is not only a competition that is being in. Generally, we get a competition that you need to participate, but here Codeavour is actually empowering everyone to learn the skills and then do the activity and then participate in the competition. This is the beauty of the competition that I could see, and this is the first competition that I have have seen it, where you are actually training the kids solving their queries and then asking them to build something and then judging on it. So this is the best part of this competition. And one more thing is that there is a mass participation. Now here generally what happens, we are being asked that only 10 students can participate. So generally schools, what they do, they pick and choose whoever is the best, they ask them to participate. Since here we can go for bulk registration, mass participation. So we are not picking and choosing anyone. We are just simply asking the whole class to participate. So this also helps them to learn the skills and do their best.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Without all of you, it is not possible at all, I would say. And whatever the things we are, actually offering to the kids, it's just that we have to, support society, support the country, support the globe as much as we can. So yes, thank you. Thank you so much for your great, kind words. And I hope our YouTube audience, our educators, parents, parents and students will have a great takeaways, great learnings from this particular webinar, because we have discussed every side of it. So yeah, thank you so much, Miss Anni ma'am, Miss Utami ma'am, Miss Akriti ma'am. Thank you so much for being with us for such a long time, and I'm really thankful that you have taken your time, and you have discussed at the next level. So yes, thank you so much for motivating our parents and kids. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, our YouTube audience. Thank you so much for staying tuned with us.